Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics, the YouTube channel dedicated to drug-free bodybuilding, strength and fitness. This is day 2 from my old school full body regime, and I start things off with chin-ups, a very challenging exercise and one in which you really need to be careful when selecting the weight. I find it fatigues me more so than any other upper body exercise that I do, very debilitating, and one in which you'll struggle to keep repeating the same amount of reps with the same amount of weight each set. In fact, it was difficult enough that I had to change percentages used for that exercise. So I lowered them down to 50% of my 6 rep max for week 1, 65% and 80% for weeks 2 and 3, as opposed to most of the other exercises where I'm using 80, 90 and 100% of my 6 rep max. Same rep and set scheme applies for this session as it did for the first. And as you can see by the tonnage chart, each week should improve in terms of the total kilos I'm lifting, and that's down to the fact that the weights get heavier each week, but I'm continuing to do 30 reps per exercise. This approach to training was very popular all throughout the 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s, really before bodybuilders started to utilise a split style training approach where they were training 1 or 2 muscles per session. Prior to that, it was incredibly common for bodybuilders or strength athletes to train every single muscle during every session. And I enjoy this style of training, don't get me wrong, it's extremely difficult and you have to be prepared for long sessions, but I've seen great success from training like this. In fact, when I was doing Mad Cow, which is more of a strength orientated full body approach, again 3 days a week, I saw the greatest improvements in strength I've seen thus far during my training career, but again sessions did sometimes go over 3 hours long. So it is challenging. However, you do always have a day's rest in between each session. So this program that I've put together is more old school in its approach rather than simply exercise selection. It's 3 days a week full body training, but I haven't included exercises that were used and are no longer used simply for the sake of it. I've included exercises that I think will benefit me and the majority of intermediate to advanced natural bodybuilders. This isn't a powerlifting routine, it's a bodybuilding routine, and I wouldn't really advocate this for beginners. I would choose something a little more simple. The third week utilises a lot of sets and very heavy loads, some rest pause, so I'd just keep it simple for beginners. But I have also included some exercises that were used in the 40s, 50s and 60s that I think will still give me a benefit, and that's breathing squats, which will be done during the last session. That's 20 reps set of squats with a heavy load. Forearm curls, wrist curls, behind the neck press, pullovers. These are all exercises that I think will really benefit my physique and also give me that old school element to my training that I'm looking for. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. The third and final session of the week will be uploaded at some point during the weekend. Check out my social media, the links are in the description box below. Stay strong.